Did you know that your dog is constantly talking to you every single day? Yes, you heard that right. The only difference is that they don't use human words or languages. Instead, they tell their entire life story, their fears, their deepest affections, and their immediate needs through their intricate body language, their expressive eyes, and their quirky little daily behaviors. But sadly, over 90% of pet owners completely miss these hidden signals, brushing them off as just random, meaningless dog stuff. They assume a dog is just being a dog, completely unaware that a profound conversation is trying to take place. For instance, when your dog licks their nose or lips, even when there is absolutely no food around, do you think they're just thinking about a tasty treat or cleaning off some dirt? Wrong. This is actually a major psychological warning sign that most people completely ignore until it is far too late. Later in this video, specifically when we get to point number 7, we're going to talk about a hidden, heartbreaking signal that, if you ignore it, could actually cause your beloved dog to completely lose trust in you and distance themselves from the family. So make sure you don't skip a single second of this video because your relationship with your pet depends on it. Let's start with the very first and most crucial signal, the magic of puppy eyes. When your dog looks directly into your eyes with that deep, intense, and unwavering gaze, what does it actually mean? Many people find it intimidating, while others find it cute. From a biological standpoint, science tells us that when a dog looks at their owner this way, their brain releases a massive wave of oxytocin, which is widely known as the love hormone. It is biologically the exact same chemical bond and emotional loop that happens when a human mother looks into the eyes of her newborn baby. They are literally hugging you with their eyes, telling you that you are their entire universe and their safe haven. But wait, there is a huge, dangerous catch here that every dog owner must know. If your dog is staring at you, but their body muscles are completely stiff, their legs are locked, and their tail is held rigidly still, that is not love. That is a direct challenge. They are telling you to back off. The next time your dog looks at you, pay close attention to whether their eyes are soft and relaxed or hard and focused. But do you know what it means when they actively avoid eye contact and look away from you when you enter the room? We will cover that in just a moment because that specific signal is going to absolutely break your heart. Next up, let's talk about the famous head tilt and the mystery behind it. When you speak to your dog in a high-pitched voice and they instantly tilt their head to the side, your heart probably melts on the spot. You think, oh, look how cute they are, they understand me. But from a scientific and structural standpoint, why do they actually do this? Dogs do this for 2 main reasons that will blow your mind. First, their ears are physically designed differently than ours. They require them to adjust their head angle to pinpoint the exact vertical and horizontal direction of a sound, helping them understand your emotional tone better. Second, their long muzzle actually blocks the lower half of their vision. By tilting their head, they can clearly see your mouth and facial expressions. They are literally reading your lips to decode your mood. Now, going back to that nose-licking behavior we mentioned earlier, which is beautifully captured in the bintalking.jpg image. If your dog is flicking their tongue out to lick their nose or lips repeatedly in a completely normal situation, it means they are feeling highly anxious, overwhelmed, or stressed. This is what behavioral experts call a displacement behavior or a self-soothing mechanism. They are trying to physically calm their racing heart down and are essentially telling you, I feel unsafe, uncomfortable, or pressured right now. Please change the environment or help me out. Let's debunk one of the biggest, most widespread myths in the entire world that almost every dog owner believes to be absolute truth. A wagging tail always means a happy dog. This is completely false, and believing this myth can sometimes get people bitten. A wagging tail only communicates one specific thing, emotional arousal. It means the dog is highly excited, stimulated, or hyperactive, but that excitement can be either positive or negative. To read the tail, you must look at the whole body. If the tail is held relatively low or at a natural mid-level, and the entire back half of their body is loosely swinging side to side with it, then yes, your dog is happy and relaxed. But if the tail is pointing straight up in the air, stiff as a board and vibrating quickly at the tip, it means they are hyper-alert, defensive, territorial, and potentially ready to react, snap, or attack at any moment. Have you ever noticed whether your dog wags their tail more to the right side of their body or more to the left side? This is not random at all. And it isn't an optical illusion. There is an entire neurological breakthrough behind this that will absolutely shock you, and we're going to reveal that exact secret in the next 2 minutes. So let's talk about the groundbreaking science of the right versus left tail wag. High-tech video tracking studies have proven that when dogs look at someone they love, feel comfortable with, and associate with safety like their owner, the left hemisphere of their brain is triggered, causing their tail to wag dominantly toward the right side. On the flip side, when they see a stranger, an intimidating dog, or something they perceive as an immediate threat, their right brain hemisphere takes over, making their tail wag predominantly toward the left side. So the next time you walk through the front door after a long day at work, check the direction of that wag. If it's leaning right, congratulations, you are officially their favorite human and their ultimate source of happiness. Our next major signal is the paw lift, and it is far more serious than you think. If your dog is standing perfectly still and suddenly lifts one of their front paws slightly off the ground, holding it in midair, what are they trying to say? Assuming you don't own a hunting breed that is actively pointing at prey in the wild, a paw lift indicates that your dog is mentally confused, deeply uncertain, or feeling highly insecure about their current environment or the person in front of them. They are physically holding themselves back from moving forward, and they are looking directly to you for reassurance, validation, and leadership. And what about when your dog lets out a massive yawn right while you are reprimanding them or trying to teach them a difficult command? You might think, I am trying to teach them a lesson or scold them for chewing the shoes, and they are yawning because they're bored and lazy? How disrespectful. But once again, humans completely misinterpret this. Dogs do not yawn out of boredom or disrespect when being scolded. They yawn because they are experiencing severe psychological stress and conflict. By yawning, they are forcing a deep breath to signal their nervous system to slow down, lower their blood pressure, and relax. In dog language, they are desperately telling you, your anger and loud voice are terrifying me right now. I am submitting to you. Please calm down so I can feel safe again. But did you know that dogs also have a completely silent cry for help? There is one specific thing they desperately ask from you through their physical presence, and if you push them away or ignore them, they will quietly suffer in isolation and develop severe separation anxiety. Let's move on to our most critical, emotional, and defining point of the video. This brings us to the final and most important signal that I warned you about at the beginning of this video, the lean of security. If your dog comes up to you while you're sitting or standing and leans their entire body weight heavily against your legs, or sits directly on top of your feet, or rests their chin heavily on your knee while actively avoiding direct eye contact, this is their ultimate silent cry for security and comfort. Dogs are natural pack animals, and in the wild, they sleep pressed against each other for survival and warmth. When they are feeling physically weak, unwell, scared of a loud noise like thunder, or emotionally neglected because you're looking at your phone, they will use intense physical touch to claim your attention and absorb your protective energy. If you push them away, tell them to move, or snap at them during this incredibly vulnerable moment, it can permanently damage their trust in you. They feel completely abandoned, rejected, and emotionally crushed by their pack leader. Does your dog ever lean on you, sit on your feet, or place their heavy paw on you when you're busy working? Let me know down in the comments section right now, so I can see how many pet owners out there are truly in tune with their dog's emotional needs. The truth is, your dog is always talking to you, every single hour of the day. You just need to keep your eyes open, look past the surface, stop treating them like humans with fur, and truly learn to read these unspoken, beautiful signals. Just like the text on the beentalking.jpg image says, they have been talking to you this entire time. But understanding their daytime body language is only half the battle of becoming a true dog expert. Did you know that the exact position your dog chooses to sleep in at night, whether they sleep flat on their back with all four paws up in the air, curled into a tight, defensive little ball, or stretched out completely on their stomach like a superhero, reveals a massive hidden secret about their physical health, their evolutionary instincts, and their current state of mind? If you want to decode the fascinating hidden meaning behind their sleeping positions and take your pet parenting to the absolute next level, click on the video on the left side of your screen right now to master your dog's mind completely. See you in the next video, and until then, happy pup parenting.